That's what falling in love is for. Tomorrow I'll be over it, but for now I'm wrapped around you. I don't know what's happening, but it kinda seems like you do. And you came hiding from the storm, but I got chance of where you were before, and now my head in my heart are echo. That's what falling in love is for. Could be together like a clock. Take our time and make it ours. We could be something that not we. Could climb a hill and look at stars. You're a fan. They keep asking, do you want to spend all your years by his side? And you just said, I will never say goodbye.
Hi. It's raining outside and I'm so glad summer is over. You know, I never knew if I liked summer more or if I liked winter more, but I think I could safely say I like winter more, for sure, 100%. So it's raining and it just sounds so pretty. Also, I did a presentation and you had to, oh my goodness. You want to say hi to everybody? You just gonna stare like that? Or you gonna say hi? Come here. Come say hi. Come here, don't be shy. Come here. Come here, don't be shy about it. Dang, he's slow. Come here, don't be shy about it. Come here. Your tits are long. Your tits are long, baby. He's just a baby. Don't look at him. He's shy. This little monster. Baby. I don't like that. I don't like that, baby. Don't do that, okay? This little monster, okay? This sweet, sweet looking little monster. Every morning, he wakes me up by sitting next to me and staring at me in the face. Ah, give me. Okay, here's my little parrot. That's how this monster wakes up his mommy. He's a monster. He's a monster that loves his mommy. Yeah, he is. Oh, just not licking his mom. Okay, he's gonna go to sleep. Don't bother him. Okay, shh, let's be quiet. Okay, so as I was saying, oh yeah, I did a presentation. Okay, baby, let's, my hair's in his mouth. Oh, maybe. Okay, take a nap down here. It's actually kind of funny because in this class, I thought we had 2 weeks off in between terms, and it turned out we only had 1 week off, so I missed the first lecture. And in graduate school, or at least like in my program, you're allowed to miss 1 class per term, per class, right? So I missed the first class, which I wouldn't have normally missed it, right? Because the class is really just introduction. So I like to save my 1 missed class for a day that I'm really exhausted. So anyway, missed my first class unintentionally because we got graded, and I was like, what? Where's this grade coming from? I'm on vacation. No, I was not on vacation. I should have been in class. I was not in class. So yeah, I did my presentation on, what is it called? The Monster Box. And she graded my assignment, and she gave me 100 out of 100, which, come on, we always get hundreds around here, am I right? Okay, but her comment, I was like, oh, she liked it. I was a little bit shy about it because, maybe I'll show you. Where's my 100? There it is. She said, amazing presentation and handout. And I was like, I know she meant that. You just know when they mean it, because she was being really hard on me for missing the first day of class, so I felt like I was having to make up for it. But sometimes when you have to make up for something, it can kind of feel like you're trying too hard, right? So like I wasn't trying hard like the first few classes, but then I noticed she's a hardcore grader when it comes to participation, because I wasn't really participating. And then I saw one of the classes I didn't participate in, I got 80 out of 100 points. I was like, oh heck no. So after that I started participating more, right? And when I feel called to participate, right, when I feel like I can provide valuable information, that's when I participate. Woo! Woo! Yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! So yeah, that's what she said to me. But I've gone straight A's all of graduate school, straight A's, because the goal is PhD or PsyD after graduation. I'll play a snippet of what do I even still have it, or I deleted it? Did I delete it? I deleted my, no I didn't. Hi everyone, I'm Michelle, and today I'm going to be demonstrating a playful technique from cognitive behavioral therapy, and it is called the Worry Monster Box. Here's my Worry Monster Box. And so this activity, it helps children to externalize their worries, right, so that they don't identify it with who they are, right? So it challenges the anxious thoughts, and it helps to build coping skills through imagination play. Let me make my bed, and I'm going to show you my Worry Monster box, okay? 1 second. Bed is made. Worry Monster box is present. So cognitive behavioral play therapy, or CBPT, it integrates CBT principles into play. So instead of just talking about thoughts and feelings, right, and children act them out through playful metaphors. And the reason why this can be so helpful for children is because sometimes they don't necessarily have the language to describe the anxious thoughts or what they're feeling on the inside. So this form of therapy gives them visuals of what they may be feeling, and then they connect the visuals to the experience, which I will demonstrate here shortly. And it just helps them to externalize it rather than internalize what they're feeling. So the Worry Monster Box is especially useful for children ages 6 through 12 experiencing generalized anxiety or adjustment stress. And it helps them to turn abstract fears into something tangible that they have control over. So yes, this is my Worry Monster Box. This is what it looks like. It's not very pretty, but it's okay because it's a monster. So all you really need is a decorated box. And I also made these little pictures. This is sadness to describe their feelings. This is anger, very angry. This is worry. And this is fear. And so now I'm going to get into the live demonstration of how I would use the technique. And so I'm going to be the therapist, and I'm also going to be Alex, which is going to be the child that is going to be doing this with me. So here we go. Alrighty, Alex, I brought a very special helper with me today. This is my Worry Monster. He loves to eat worries. It's his favorite snack in the whole world. And then Alex says, haha, he looks funny. And then I say, he is funny. See those big teeth? They're for chewing. Big worries. Want to feed him some today? And then Alex is going to say, maybe. But what if he doesn't like my worries? This is my Worry Monster Box. That's a good question. The best part about this monster is that he loves all kinds of worries. Big, small, silly, scary. They all taste the same to him. So now I'm going to hand the colorful slips of paper. Alright, you get the point. Oh, don't be so perfect, baby. Don't be so perfect. I can't take it anymore. I can't take it anymore.
I'm gonna send me dry bones. You're covered in So leave those shackles in the grave now and dance like you were young. You do not have to live in chains now. There's a key within your song. So leave the past where it belongs, child, and take a leap into the dawn and find the freedom you want. And you tell that soul the words, the words, the words, the words.
Alrighty, so it's been a minute. It's been a little minute. Sometimes we take minutes. Sometimes we take seconds. Time is moving. I want to read you the next psalm. And it's, what psalm are we on? It's hard to do anything with this sweet little baby on me. He's obsessed with his mommy. Okay. Okay. We are on Psalm 6, I believe. O Lord, do not rebuke me in your anger or discipline me in your wrath. Be merciful to me, Lord, for I am faint. Excuse me. O Lord, heal me, for my bones are in agony. My soul is in anguish. How long, O Lord, how long? Turn, O Lord, and deliver me. Save me because of your unfailing love. No one remembers you when he is dead, who praises you from the grave. I am worn out from groaning. All night long I fled my bed with weeping, and drench my couch with tears. My eyes grow weak with sorrow. They fail because of all of my foes. Away from me, all you who do evil. For the Lord has heard my weeping. The Lord has heard my cry for mercy. The Lord accepts my prayer. All my enemies will be ashamed and dismayed. They will turn back in sudden disgrace. Jesus loved Judas till the very end. Judas gave Jesus a kiss, right? But Jesus discerned Judas' spirit and knew he was a spirit of a traitor, right? Like he knew he was going to betray him. And there were no signs of it. It was all discerned. Like they were literally at the table eating, and Jesus said, one of you is going to betray me. And everybody was like, who, Jesus? Because Jesus discerned it. He felt it. He saw things that other people did not see. So he just had this deep knowing, especially when you're connected to God, right? God gives you deeper insight into everything. The enemy can't hide. Even when he tries to, he can't. So when Jesus said, one of you will betray me, everybody was like, no, Jesus, we would never. Even Judas was like, who, my Lord? Who's going to betray you? I would never. And Jesus was like, how you are. It's funny because, like, hell is in the Bible, right? Am I allowed to say that, God? What did Judas do when he betrayed Jesus? He killed himself. He could not take the turmoil that he was experiencing after treating someone as pure and loving as Jesus. And lately, I've been having a lot of dreams. I've been having a lot of dreams of people of my past that have hurt me. And they are crying hard, screaming and yelling for me. And I'm not allowed to go back. Lot's wife looked back at Sodom and Gomorrah. Sodom and Gomorrah was a village filled with people that did not honor God. And so when the angels came to rescue Lot, to get him out of that city before the consequences were going to arrive, Lot left in obedience, but the angels told them, do not turn back to look at the city, keep going. And as they were leaving the city, his wife looked back and she turned into a pillar of salt. This is why we are not supposed to look back, right? And looking back does not literally mean like looking over your shoulder. It also does not mean to not contemplate the past, right? The past is there to teach us. What it means is don't get caught up in the past, right? As people of God, we are to move forward. Honey, baby, let's not eat our toes, okay? Let's just breathe. But you're watching me. Just breathe. So, baby. Come on, get down. Like I was saying, to not looking back, what it means is do not desire the past so much that you fail to look forward in what God is doing in your life, right? The scriptures say, it says, behold, Isaiah 43 verses 19 to 21 says, behold, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs forth. Do you not perceive it? I will make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. When we leave Sodom and Gomorrah, however that is represented in our lives, right? Our lives that are apart from God, lives of sin, lives of disobedience, right? Lives apart from God, that is Sodom and Gomorrah. When we leave that behind, we enter the desert. And the desert is not fun, right? It is where consecration happens. It is where the pruning process with God happens. He cleans you up. He starts removing people, places, things from your life. He starts to change you from within, right? That is the desert spiritually. And so what Isaiah here is saying is, behold, I am doing a new thing. He's doing a new thing in you, right? Now it springs forth. Do you not perceive it? Like, do you not sense it? Do you not have the discernment to perceive that there is change taking place? God says, I will make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. When you are in the desert, just like the Israelites, when God provided manna in the desert, he provided food, he provided what they needed in the desert season. There is no lack with God. So even in the middle of a desert where there is nothing, there's no resources, there's no soil to plant a harvest, to plant seeds for food, like there's nothing, zero in the desert. People die in the desert because of lack of resources. But God provides in that desert season where he's transitioning you into your promised land, right? And the desert season is however long it needs to be until you are the version of yourself that you need to be to enter your promised land. All of the desires on your heart, everything God has promised you, all of the spoken things that live on your life that you dream of, that you think, I can never have that. You could have anything that you want as long as it's in alignment with God. As long as you're surrendered to God and you're obedient to him and you're not living in the ways of the world, God will give you whatever you want. Oh, baby. I'm sorry. Oh, my baby. Oh, my hood. Oh, my goodness. My poor baby almost fell. He got scared. He got so scared. Let me get comfy because he keeps almost falling. Oh, baby. Oh, my God. Oh, oh, Chugger, here, come here. Exactly what I was trying to prevent happened. My poor baby, as soon as he fell on the ground, he jumped right back up. Like Mario. It's back. He's back. He's back. It's okay, baby. He's not gonna fall anymore. Okay, what was I saying? What was I? I was saying. Focus. I was saying that not all desires are in alignment with God, right? Like we gotta respect God's will, right? And also respecting God's timing, right? Like things are not gonna happen in our timing. They're not gonna happen when we want them, because if everything were done in our timing, then we would think that we had the power. We would think that we didn't need God, right? I had a client of mine recently say something so powerful. I was like, yes, self-awareness, right? And he was saying that, like, financially, he's not in a good position, right? All these things. But then he said, the thing is, I know that if God were to provide for me all that I'm asking for right now, I would take all of that money and I would run away from God and I would do whatever I wanted. And I was like, you could not have said that any better. Sometimes God withholds from us because he knows that the very blessing will separate us from him. And God prefers your closeness because he knows what you need. He knows how to love you. He knows how to provide for you. He knows what's best for you. So if he knows that a certain blessing is going to take you away from him, he's not going to bless you. He's going to be like, I love you too much. I'm not going to give you a blessing. And it's not that God doesn't want to give to you. It's that he has to prepare you so that when the blessing comes, you are still in relationship to him. You are still in relation with him, right? So it's not that God wants to hurt you. It's that we already live in a fallen world. So life can sometimes feel hard. It can be hard, right? It doesn't always look like the way we want it to. But God also knows that if you are truly faithful to him, if you are truly loyal, you are going to be faithful and loyal to him in the valleys and on the mountaintops, no matter where life takes you. You hear the sound of the rain. When God sees your loyalty, he's like, this is my child. This is the child that I'm going to bless, right? And so it's about not losing sight of him and staying surrendered to him and always being willing to give anything and everything up for him. Because if we're not, and we are clinging to things that are not God, God will humble us so hard. And every season has a purpose, right? Like, sorry, maybe you could need my hand. Every season has a purpose. You have a purpose. You are loved. So keep holding on to God. Keep fighting the good fight of faith. Let him work on your soul, right? And if there's something that you are struggling with, like, I challenge you to surrender whatever you are struggling with to God, because when we keep going back to the thing that hurts us, we are essentially giving the enemy legal rights. And we do not want to give the enemy any legal rights over us. We want to make sure that he has no place in our lives, because if we give him a place in our lives, if we give the enemy legal rights, he's going to use it to destroy us, and that is not fun. The enemy hates you. He wants to murder you. Right? John 10:10 says the enemy comes to kill, steal, and destroy. And now every time I see 10:10 like on the clock, I think of John 10:10. When I would see 9:11, it was like God telling me the help is on the way, right? And this last season, it ingrained in my brain that Psalm 91:11, so 9111, a little extra one in there, is God has commanded angels to guard you. So whenever I see that, I remember that God has sent angels to guard. And then what else? 7:11, Matthew 7:11. If you then, though you are evil, right, because human beings innately separate from God are evil, know how to give good gifts to your children, how much more will your Father in heaven give good gifts to those who love him? Or for those who ask him. When we ask God for something, he is a perfect, good, and loving Father. He wants to give to us. No temptation in this world will ever compare to being in the peace and the love and the guidance and the structure that comes to living a life surrendered to God. The thing is, most people do not want to live surrendered to God. They want to live in the flesh, and they want to live being the gods of their own life. And that is demonic, right? And that separates you from God so much, like bad. And when you are that far from God, that is very dangerous, because that is when the devil has legal rights to your life, which is John 10:10, the enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy. The enemy wants to steal from you. He wants to steal all of your abundance that God promises, right? The thief comes to steal, kill, and destroy. I have come that they may have life and have it to the full, right? Live it more abundantly. Life in all its fullness. Those are our promises, but the enemy wants to steal that from you. He wants to destroy you, your mind, your soul, your being, and he wants to kill you. So giving in to the enemy is essentially you telling the devil, sure, you can take my life. No, we gotta rebuke that in Jesus' name. We gotta say, no, devil, get out of my face, out of my face, out of my face. I got you on candy camera now.
Yeah. Mind. I know you better get out of my face. Out of my face. Out of my face. Yeah, I got you. I got you on camera. You on candid camera now.
That's what we gotta tell the enemy. We gotta say, out of my face. You are not welcome here, enemy. Go back to where you come from. Okay? Because you are not welcome here. And the enemy flees because he's a little coward. A little scaredy cat. He's like, oh, I'm scared of you. He's like a little baby. Like, no, babies are cute. He's not like a little baby. He's like, the enemy is just like a little coward. He like tries to puff up and think like he's big man, but children of God can see right through his little tactics and his little schemes, right? He is not Mr. Big Man. He is Mr. Crying and screaming and holding on to you like an iguana for dear life. Cling hard. You gotta say no. Not over here. Not ever. Not in the future. Not in the past. Not in the present. Never, never, never. Okay? Okay. Great. Now we know. Now we know, but the enemy never learns. He never learns. He lives his whole life unlearned. So it's kind of like, but the thing is, we have the power, right? The enemy can like, it's just, he is not even worth our time and attention. We got bigger fish to fry. We got straight A's to uphold. Anyway, what's going on here? So the scriptures say that God is closest to the brokenhearted, right? And right now we're in the middle of Psalms, and even though we're not in our sad girl era, right, there were seasons, sometimes there are seasons where we are in our sad girl era, right? And this song reminds me of that. It's called I'd Rather Be Blue. Where are you? There it is. By Bootstraps.
If I choose, I'd rather be blue.
This song is so powerful. Okay, this is what the lyrics say, okay? I'd rather be blue over you than never know the truth, right? Because when you know the truth of God, it's like, I'd rather sit in the truth and be open and know the ways of the world, the ways of the enemy, right? Be aware of the schemes of the enemy, right? And the heartbreak that comes with knowing that not everybody's going to make it, that there are people in this world that are suffering, that are hungry, that are going without. I'd rather be a fool for you, right? In high school, I was called Jesus Freak. Call me whatever you want. As long as you call me a daughter of God, I don't care. Add whatever you want. Hyphenate it with whatever you want, but I'm a child of the Most High. And so I'd rather be a fool for him than never follow through, right? I'd rather be a fool for God than to never follow through with what it means to be a child of God and to walk in that anointing every single day. I'd rather trade a chain for nights on the open range, right? And it reminds me of the book of Philippians, where Paul is in prison, and it's known as one of the happiest books in scriptures because even though he's in physical prison, he's in spiritual freedom. And so outwardly, it can look prison-like. It can look like, yeah, maybe you don't have billions of dollars, which that is God's promise, right? That is his abundance for us. But even if it doesn't look like that, right? It didn't look like that for Paul. He was in literal prison, and he was willing to take chains for nights on the open range. He was willing to be in prison for God's glory, for God's name, than to be out on the open range in physical freedom, right? Then he says, I'd rather be blue over you. If I gotta choose, I'd rather be blue, right? Like saying, like, I'd rather be sad over the times where you can't go out and like hide from the truth, right? Like you have to sit in the depth that is God. And no matter what it looks like, whether it's joy, whether it's peace, love, abundance, or sometimes sadness, or sometimes rebuke, or sometimes clarity, or sometimes the truth, right? Because the truth hurts. Jesus said, I did not come to bring peace, but a sword, right? Meaning that his truth, the scriptures, they pierce. They're painful sometimes. Give me a hole in the wall over a home, right? Like when you're with God, you don't care where you are. As long as you're with him, it is worth it. It says, in an empty space, let me be a jealous lover. God is a jealous God, for I, the Lord your God, am a jealous God. God is jealous over his babies because he knows that anything apart from him is not worthy of you. So he is jealous over you because he knows how to love you, how to give to you, how to take care of you, how to treat you, how to respect you, how to honor you. God is there with you. Jesus knelt to his knees and washed the feet of those that he loves. He knows how to serve. He knows true love. He knows patient love. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails, but where there are prophecies, they will cease. Where there are tongues, they will be stilled. Where there is knowledge, it will pass away. And it talks about how in the presence of love, in the presence of God, in the full encapsulation of God's love, the rest, but where there are prophecies, they will cease. That prophecies will no longer be needed. Nothing will need to be prophesied anymore because you are in the full encampment of God's love, which is heaven. Where there are tongues, they will be stilled. There's no need to say the truth anymore because you are in the ambiance of truth. Therefore, you don't need to speak on it anymore because you're experiencing it. Where there is knowledge, it will pass away. There's no need for intelligence or for knowledge or for wisdom. There's no need for that when you are encapsulated by God's love, by his eternal love. When you are in heaven, there is no need for all of that because you're there. So in the song, when it says, let me be a jealous lover, then so halfway, right? What did the scriptures talk about being halfway in with God? Lukewarmness. He will vomit you out of his mouth. That is in Revelation. And if I can't have you, ain't no second place. If God can't have us, if we can't have God, there is no second to God. It's either God or nothing. It's either God or hell. Right? Like, second place is hell? No. The second place is, hell wishes it could be second place. Hell is not even in place. Like, I hope you understand what I'm trying to say to that, right? Like, hell cannot be compared to God. They are not in the same playing field. They are not in the same game, right? God is 100% of the equation. Hell is, it's a place that exists. It's a place many people are living in, but it does not compare to heaven with God, right? And close the curtains, stare at the ceiling, listen to sirens. In the morning, they say I'll be better, but tonight I'd rather be blue. And I love that because it says, there's Psalm chapter 30, verse 5. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. And that willingness to sit in the sadness with God, to sit in the discomfort, to sit in the growth, to sit in the pruning process, to let God change and transform and renew, and to show himself real, to strengthen himself through you, right? It says, the scriptures say, in our weakness, he is made strong. So in our willingness to be blue with God, than to choose the world, there is nothing that compares. So now we listen to the song.
never follow through. And I traded chain for nights on the open range.